Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And he's there to cut it out. He's had a goal! Superb goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement and certainty of outcome.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
Everton go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Grealish, chance to shoot, has a goal! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And that's been levered clear. Shapes to shoot! That's gone a long way up and away. Rice. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Nicely controlled. Just brushed off the ball there.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
Saka. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. Rice. Everton scored early, of course, and it's 1-0. Gets it back. Garner. Hoists it forward, and it's played forward, looking to break out here. Grealish, he's gone for it! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
And he nearly went all the way.
Well, the run was really impressive. The finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
Looks to clip it forward. Chance to Grealish! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Everton are in control here on the brink of half-time.
Saka.
And the counter is on. Cut out in the nick of time. Rice. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Ghana.
Forward it goes. Nice little chip. It's a brilliant interception. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So, views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Everton are in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. And they win it back again.
Ghana.
Breaks on here.
And here's Grealish.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Gabriel Jesus. Rice. Gabriel Jesus. Rice. Gabriel Jesus. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Ghana.
And here's Grealish. And he's cut it out. And that has been clubbed away. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Everton ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Finds himself eased off the ball. Now the counter. Oh, some tackle that. It's a loose ball. Oh, good take in a good area. He's had that put on a plate. Tries to get it forward quickly. Could move up a gear here. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for.
Ghana.
Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Brings it forward. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Grealish, he's left his man. Danger averted for now. Hoists it forward. Oh, good interception. Keane tries to get it forward quickly. Battles to win it back. Foot in. Plays it out to the wing. Out to the left it goes. And now the breakaway. Is there any support? He might not need it. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that's been won straight back. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Tries to locate someone up front. Gabriel Jesus gets his foot in there. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. In with the challenge. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Up towards the front line. Just brushed off the ball there.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Gabriel Jesus. Real chance! And with that, the final whistle. Everton did it. Terrific team effort to satisfy both the boss and the fans. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead. Massive lead! Goal! First blood drawn. Great corner, and he did the rest. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Pavard. Emerson. Vermaelen. Here it is now, surely! Has a hit! Tries to get it forward quickly. Could move up a gear here. And the shot! He's scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Hoists it forward.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
It could be in here. Well, the first goal came from this. Towering header! Oh, surely! Turns and goes back. Keeps everyone guessing. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Chance! And now they can launch a counter. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Marseille are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high-caliber technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
And it's the goalkeepers to claim. A real chance to break. Forward it goes. Well weighted. That's a brilliant interception. Away from immediate danger.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And it's played forward. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. He's got the ball, he's got goes for goal! Shoots! He scores! And they get themselves in front! Simplicity itself.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due. And it was a brilliant setup and finish.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Gets good distance on it. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. And the counter is on. Gets a good foot in there. Emerson. Has a hit! He has done it!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Huddersfield playing their part in a real slugfest here, a glut of goals, and nothing to suggest much is going to change.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. Well, the action has already resumed here. Dashing forward at pace, and he's away. Can he shoot? It's broken loose. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. That's the throw. Needed a better pass there.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Gets on the end of it. He slid it through. Huddersfield going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Timely intervention. A forward pass. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Oh, he's broken through. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Has a pop! And scores! Into the lead once more. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Huddersfield take the lead. And here's Aubameyang. Aubameyang. Now it's Aubameyang. Højbjerg. And he's there to clear it. Jeffrey Kondogbia. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, he's made sure that that won't get through. Phillips.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Well, they could break here. Here's the through ball. He's had a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Huddersfield are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Højbjerg is fouled. The referee's awarded a free kick. He's picked him out. Jeffrey Kondogbia. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Just 5 minutes left.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Huddersfield have a free kick. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. The Emirates on this occasion, so vibrant, so atmospheric. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Chino. And he's cut it out. Hoists it forward. Oh, good interception. Has a hit! It's broken loose. Just off target.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Chino tries to get some whip on it. Cleared away. He's had a look. Got a big chance.
Oh, and things were shaping up very nicely there after the little drop of the shoulder.
They've got it back as soon as they gave it away.
There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking to play around their opponents as opposed to through them.
Yeah, the style is designed to dominate the ball, and so you dominate your opponents.
Lazio are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Husai. It over to the other flank, and it's Chino. Romagnoli back to the keeper and try something new. Husai, a buccaneering run from the defender. And it's played forward. Isak, he's had a go! It's there! Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant set-up and finish.
Liverpool draw first blood here.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Lazio are seeing plenty of the ball at the moment, but still they trail. Goalkeeper's ball. Husai. Plays it out to the flank. And it's Chino. Oh, what a ball! It's a foul. It could be a penalty. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. Husai, he's through the middle. Salah. Forward it goes. He could be... He's had a shot! He has done it! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
It's on a... Has a goal! Oh, real danger here. Danger averted for now. And here's the chance to counter. And there's the end of the first half. Reflections on the first half.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Here we go again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Romagnoli can get it clear. That has put a stop to that. Husai. Played out to the right. Vecino. And the through ball is intercepted. Tries to locate someone up front. Finds himself eased off the ball. Husai tries to get it forward quickly.
We've got to see a real determination and purpose now if this deficit is to be recovered. No holding back and being patient about this.
Has a hit! And the ball's come out! And he's there to hoof it away. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Tries to stroke it through. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. It has got through to him. Looking to get real chance! Get that clear. Jones. Guendouzi did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Husai. Jones. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Romagnoli. Romagnoli. Defending was strong and firm. Has he picked him out? He gets past his man. Good clearance and very necessary. Tries to switch the play. Husai. Half an hour gone in the second half. Forward it goes. Mohamed Salah shapes to shoot! And he heaves it forward.
That's alert and sharp and very well played. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward, and he's there to cut it out.
Lazio are enjoying lots of possession, but they just can't find any penetration.
Chiesa. And it's played forward. Jones. Oh, he has a pop! And it's there! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Certainly this chance! Decent enough try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Bernardo Silva. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
It's a brilliant interception. And that has been clubbed away. Phillips. Manchester are experts at this stylish possession-based game.
Well, we're talking tiki-taka, a lot of short, crisp passing, and once the ball is lost, they quickly try to win it back.
He could be in here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Out of play for a goal kick. Wolfsburg still without an attempt on target. Ake battles to win it back. And that's sprayed out wide. That's offside. Yes, it is. Manchester get it back again. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Wolfsburg do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. That's a corner kick. Bernardo Silva with the short one. Oh, shooting chance! That's a terrific save from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
They've played it short. Up to meet it! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Wolfsburg have a free kick. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Bernardo Silva. It's a loose ball. And the counter is on. They've managed to get it away. And that's been won straight back. Gonzalez. Oh, they could break here. Oh, he's broken through. Has a pop! There it is!
Wolfsburg are really pouncing on any straight passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Wolfsburg get themselves into the lead.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Here it is, has a hit! And he heaves it forward. Oh, surely that deserved better.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Shapes to shoot! Steered forward. That's going to be the final action of the first half. There we are, off they go for half-time. The did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Wolfsburg clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
Wolfsburg, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. So we're already into the second period. Wolfsburg carrying a one-goal lead. Ruben Dias. No, that's not the ball he wanted. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Gonzalez. Breaks on here. Gonzalez. Wolfsburg just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Wolfsburg got their goal at the end of the first half, and it's 1-0. Pings it out wide. He's in space and looking for options. There are a few waiting for it. Can he deliver? Chance! Danger averted for now. Phillips. Bernardo Silva. And it's played forward. Phillips. And that has put paid to that. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here. Manchester are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Ruben Dias has given away a free kick. time for changes on both sides, actually. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Ruben Dias. Your impressions so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire. Manchester are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Cuts it out. Defender's on the back foot. Gets away from his opponents. Oh, great run, magical! Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Mateus.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
This is gone, that's a foul. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between the sides. Surely a shot! Has a goal! He scored! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Hits one! And more! And the lead is extended still further.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really...
Real chance! It's there! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
Wolfsburg totally rampant here.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned. I'm not...
Shoots! He's kept it out, that's a great save. Away from immediate danger. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And that is that. Wolfsburg had won big and in style. Everything went for them. Their poor opponents left chasing shadows. A scintillating performance. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Wolfsburg will walk away happy from this with such a show of defensive solidity and maturity that's hard to upset.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. The action has already started. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Henriks. Ball through needs to be good here. Gets good distance on it. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Kolasinac switches it towards the other side. Oh, it's beautiful, intricate passing. They are toying with their opponents.
Well, they know that their version of what they do is extremely good. I mean, it's a level of possession that leaves the opposition chasing shadows.
Duron cuts it out. Clears it out of harm's way. Hit long and direct. Shoots! Leipzig yet to have a shot on target. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And the ball's come loose, and the chase is on. Well read, he's sorted that out. And the counter is on. Goalkeeper's ball. He's had that put on the plate. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now a chance to break. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Kolasinac. Breaks on here. Well positioned to make that interception. Hoists it forward. Goal now would certainly liven things up. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Pasalic. More than whistle's gone, that's foul. Oh, great ball! Now, can he capitalise? Caught offside that time. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Pasalic, good ball, it's found its target, has a hit! Forward it goes. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. The second half gets underway.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Over to the left. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Gets it back. Pasalic. Lookman. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. He's got options out wide, and now the breakaway. Cut out in the nick of time. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Good idea, just poorly executed. He's left his man. Has a hit! And through to the goalkeeper. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point.
Big chance! Missed, but by that far.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Oh, good interception. mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Lookman! Oh, that's a fine challenge. De Roon. Ball's loose, who's getting there? A real chance to break. Werner. And here's the chance to counter. And help's available out wide.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And it's played forward. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Werner.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Werner. It's a loose ball. And he's away. Oh, the ball's come loose.
Leipzig merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Dashing forward at pace. Hits one! Oh, that is rather wayward. Dinks one in, floated through. He's had a go! Oh, it's in! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good...
And that's that. Always in the balance, and in the end, one goal was enough. Narrowly beaten. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Leipzig really were sleepwalking in central defence, and the alarm just never went off.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to... Hits one! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Oh, and he's asking too much with that. Silva. Plays it out to the wing. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that has been cleared. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Turns and goes back. Still goalless at the moment.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Tries to switch the play. Hoists it forward. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Ivanovic. Pellegrini. Forward it goes. Fires from distance. A real chance and a real let-off.
Paulo Dybala certainly caught it well enough, but that was never really going to trouble the keeper.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Out towards the flank. Could be a chance here. Plays it out to the flank. Towering towering header! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Looking to hit the front line. Pellegrini. Ivanovic. He's had a goal! Goal! Benfica! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! Jim, your thoughts?
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot it was ghastly defence.
Benfica take the lead.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
And it's half-time here. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game activity.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Benfica head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
That'll be a corner. Both sides a bit lacking in intent. Ivanovic. And here's the chance to counter. Well weighted. Cleared without complication. What an adventurous run from a defender. Short, big chance! That's offside. Yes, it is. Looks like he's in need of protection here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Now, can he capitalise? Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Could move up a gear here. Shoots! He's got away with one there. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. This is promising. And here's El Shaarawy. Up he gets! And he's there to cut it out. And it's played forward. The breakthrough came in the final moments of the first period, and the score is 1-0.
Well, are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
He's gone for it! Should have equalised.
I can't hide away from how important that was.
And that could be trouble. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Rome are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Benfica have it back and they can go again. It's broken loose. Oh, real chance! Oh, and that should have been two.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. Pellegrini. Benfica leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. He spotted the run and played him through, and the flag has stayed down. Now the cross. Pellegrini is there, and he can get that clear. It's good, has a hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Out for a throw.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Real chance to break. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Played into space out wide. Well positioned to make that interception. Benfica win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a result which owed much to grind and graft, Peter. Not the prettiest of wins, but a very professional performance, I would say. And a clean sheet, of course, is always very welcome.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Well, here is a ground that requires no formal introduction. One of the truly iconic venues of our sport. The place where dreams are made. It is, of course, Old Trafford, Manchester. The action has already started. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Usal. Ndidi. Rafa Silva. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. And it's played forward. Tried to play it through.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Besiktas are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high-caliber technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
Out to the left it goes. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And it's Gaia. First quarter of an hour gone.
Well, each team knows that they're still well below standard, and it's a question of which can find a way out.
Looking to get within range. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Rafa Silva. Ndidi. Rafa Silva. Ndidi. Under. Ndidi. And now the breakaway. Forward it goes. Out to the right. And it's Gaia. Chip through. Big chance! He scored! Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Valencia take the lead.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Ndidi. Ndidi goes looking. Timely intervention. Tries to get it forward quickly. Gaia. It's found its way to him. Could be a chance here. And the shot! That intervention was very necessary. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Cuts it out. Chance to break. Valencia are leading with half-time drawing close. Under drives it forward. Rafa Silva. Looking for goal! Sticks it away! With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due. And it was a brilliant setup and finish.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think this is a case of anything you can do.
He's gone for it! Rafa Silva. He's through the middle. Under. It has got through to him. And it's been given away. Referee has just said play on. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. That will be the last act of the first half. Well, it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. Already up and running for the second half.
Valencia clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really shouldn't.
Shapes to shoot! No mistake! And they're back in front! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
Valencia get themselves into the lead. Ndidi. Abraham. Under. Abraham. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, this is a very real chance, and should it go in, it could be a big game changer.
It certainly looks appetising, well within shoot. Hits one! They've done it!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal. They just got caught napping.
Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Under. More than happy to take the muscular approach. And it's Gaia. And he's cut it out. Referee's given a throw. It's come through. Has a pop! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Hoists it forward. He's made sure that that won't get through.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Gets it back. Abraham, right through the middle. Gets the better of his man. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And it's played forward. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Oh, good interception.
Valencia merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Good challenge, excellent challenge.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Abraham. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And you would probably say it's too far out for a shot. He'll fancy himself from here. Tries to get it forward quickly. Now surely! Oh, well defended. That had to be done.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Forward it goes. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Chance!
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Well played, he saw that coming.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Besiktas cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. Plays it out to the wing. Just brushed off the ball there. And that will be the final act. A very good game of football. No winner, but both sets of fans have got their money's worth. Fine entertainment. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Abraham really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
He's on his way. Goes for goal. And he's done it! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Here it is now, surely! Played in with accuracy. Just brushed off the ball there. He's off on a marauding run. And here's Rafa Silva. And he's there to hoof it away. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Right through the middle. He's one-on-one, surely! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Has a pop! Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Joe, ball through, needs to be good here. Of Abraham! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
And that has been cleared. Hoists it high. Cleared away. Gets up to head it! It's in! Besiktas back on level terms! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, if anyone in this stadium thinks they haven't got value for money, I give up.
Well positioned to make that interception.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. And it's played forward. Yoshida positions himself well and cuts it out. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Beautiful, intricate passing. They are toying with their opponents.
Well, they know that their version of what they do is extremely good. I mean, it's a level of possession that leaves the opposition chasing shadows.
Forward it goes. Now it's Rafa Silva. That intervention was very necessary. Has gone out. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Oh, real danger here. Tries to get it forward quickly. He gets past his man, and the finish! In it goes! And they're back in front! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
And the first half is done. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Besiktas don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in this second half, they can't hold back though.
Either side really getting hold of the ball. Hoists it forward. Breaks on here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. And here's Rafa Silva. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Danger averted for now. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break.
Abraham! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Well, that's where he wants it. Cuts it out. Wiki Pooch. And the counter is on. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
Oh, it's an unusual turn of events, and it was an honest attempt to help out, and I suppose it can happen to anyone.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Jurgensen gets good distance on it. Out to the right. And it's hoisted clear. Ricky Pooch. Looking to break out here. He's got options out wide. Gets the better of his man. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. He just whacks it away. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Good ball. Face to face with the keeper. Room for a shot. He's had a shot! They are rampant! And the lead is extended still further. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
And it's been taken straight back. Now can he finish? Throw it. Can he find a finish now? Forward it goes. Finds himself eased off the ball. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Joe. 5 minutes left on the clock. Royce. Defenders on the back foot. Joe. He's had that put on a plate. Drilled in low. Here comes another cross. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Besiktas, well beaten. There's no spinning this result. It could have been a whole lot worse. Your reflections then, Jim?
I enjoyed that, Peter. Both teams went about their work in a really committed manner, and for me it just always held an interest.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.